Hey guys, it's Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. I've got some pretty interesting stuff to tell you today, and I'll fill you in on why we have failed you. Just hanging out down here with my old buddy Bruno. Look at that sweet face. Always looks mad. Why you always look mad, Bruno? You have such pretty curly hair. And you always look mad. Maybe you just look disinterested. Is that it? I told you in the intro who I am. Unfortunately, Zoe and the kids are not here at the moment. And if you're new with us, we've had some new people join us here lately. If you're new with us, thank you, number one, for joining in our channel and our little farm journey here. We're a family of 5 starting our farm. We actually are revamping our farm. We've been doing this for about 4 years now, actually on the farm for about 5, and we had established a certain way of doing things where we were rotationally grazing everything. There was nothing permanent, no permanent fencing, no permanent structures, and we're moving away from that a little more, and it's just a whole new journey. So we hope you'll stick around for that. We've got a lot to do, a lot coming up, and we hope you'll enjoy it. So if you're new, thank you for being here, and let us know what you think. So the kids, as I said, are not here. Zoe's up in her car, and the kids have already fed, everybody's watered, and I've got some explaining to do about how we failed you. Had a little unexpected phone call this afternoon, and I had plans for today on finishing up a video, and I'm gonna save some of that because Zoe called me at work. If you've been with us for a while, you know if Zoe calls me at work, it's not good. I've told y'all that lots of times, and I mean it. I stick by that. I never get good news. Zoe had her second iron transfusion today. If most of y'all know that Zoe's had a little bit of trouble with her iron. You saw it in a previous video. I showed you back a couple of years ago. We were at a tree lighting ceremony in Dahlonega, Georgia, and we were actually live when Zoe passed out the first time. That's when the issues started. She started having some issues with low iron. She's taking transfusions. Well, she did her second transfusion this morning. Last Friday, she did one, and immediately the rest of the weekend and the first part of this week, she has felt like death. Flu-like symptoms. So she went again today and had one this morning, and she went back to work after she had her transfusion thinking, hey, I'll get some hours in just in case I feel bad over the next few days. She calls me at work and says, hey, I can't drive home. I'm dizzy. So I left work, came out here to get her. Her first response was, go down, visit with the cows, because that's my favorite part, is to come down and see Bruno. She said, go down, see the cows, I'm fine, I'm in the cool, and explain what's going on. So here I am. It's not a normal video. It's not visiting with the goats and the dogs, and we've got a really good surprise coming out on Saturday about what we've done with the dogs. But I think you're gonna like it. You'll have to catch up on Saturday for that one. So I came down, visit with the cows, and just decided, or visit with one cow and Bruno, and decided to explain what was going on and a little bit more chaos we've had this week. I had to kind of prop up on the tailgate and get comfortable for this one. So with everything going on with Zoe, she didn't feel all that great, but she was not going to miss the kids' ball games. Both boys had football games on Saturday. Rhett's team had a big win. They're still undefeated. Our team, very good team that we were playing. We were undefeated. They had one loss. I've avoided this on social media, and I'm still avoiding it like the plague, but this is my channel, and I can say what I want to. So I'm going to fill y'all in. I have never had a game before where I was nervous for my boys. And I'm not talking about Rhett and Chance. I'm talking about Chance and his teammates. I started to get nervous. The game was really out of hand. The officiating crew was out of hand. And I am not one of these people that blames officiating for anything. Everybody is going to make mistakes. There's always missed calls. There's always bad calls. That's part of it. Guys, if there's anything in this country ruining, please don't let me say it like Alabama, ruining youth sports, it's the adults. Got nothing to do with the kids, because the kids were doing what they had been taught to do. And I had boys getting injured, and nothing was being done about it. We were on our home field, and we were still at a huge disadvantage, and I was really upset about it. But when I had 3 boys get hurt in one play, and I'm talking about intentional hurt, I'm talking about a kid punched in the side, I'm talking about Chance taking a hit to the head, and y'all know last year he had a concussion, so I didn't take him getting hit to the head intentionally very lightly. And then another kid at the end of the play intentionally injured. Nick did not take that well. And I took up for my boys. And I'll do it again. But I did not remain coaching that game. Now, if I have to spell that out for you, I was no longer on the sideline, because I let the official know exactly what I thought about him letting this chaos continue and doing it intentionally, because they had a personal thing against some of our coaching staff. We knew that going in. But don't let my boys get hurt because of it. I hold no sympathy for that. And I won't hold my tongue for that. So, yeah, it didn't pan out well. I did not remain on the sideline for the rest of that game. And then in true fashion for that organization, there was a real showing at the end in the middle of our field. And that's all I'll say about that. I'm fairly certain that the governing body of the league is going to take care of that. We're fairly certain of it. It got way out of hand, and it was exactly what I expected it to be. It actually went a little further than what I thought they would ever push it, but I was not shocked, just to say the least. But Chance is okay, no concussion. We do have some other boys that are injured. We have one out for the season with a concussion for a bad play. So, I'll get off my soapbox about football. Back to the farm stuff, right? And back to our failures. But this, he is not a failure. That's my little buddy Bruno. And he is becoming more personable. Y'all seen Zoe starting to get to pet him. And he never stands at the fence while I'm talking to him. He wanders off and completely ignores me. Well, now he will come to the fence and visit with me. Now, I'm not reaching through that electric, number one. I don't want to get shocked. My old buddy Jason over at Cog Hill says that electric fence will make you speak in tongues, and it will. I don't want to get me shocked, but I don't want him to start coming up to it thinking he won't get shocked either. And I'm just not going to pet him through the fence. But I did visit with him today. Did visit with you, didn't I, buddy? Now we walk off and ignore you. And guys, I know this was kind of short, and part of it was me ranting and on a soapbox, partially trying to apologize, but that's just the kind of week we've had. It's been very busy. Zoe has not felt very well at all. I have not had the time to get here, get videos like I needed to. Like I said, I do have a partial video, and I'm going to save that for Saturday so that I can get you a decent video to watch, because I feel like we owe that to you. And I know, guys, I know that y'all are going to be in the comments saying, take care of Zoe, don't worry about it. That's why we love you. We appreciate that. Y'all are the absolute best at understanding things. But you're our family. We share our lives with you. I have 2 videos a week. That's all we're able to put out. And I owe you updates in those videos. I update letting you see the animals. That's what you enjoy. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do on my end. Your end is to watch the videos. Hopefully you even hype one every once in a while. That's really great. If you don't know what the hype button is, under the video there's a little star emblem. It's got a little trail behind it. It looks like a shooting star. That helps the video. How it helps, I don't know. I don't understand a lot about it. But I do have even bigger news. If you have not seen it, we talked about it on our last live, and I have not even talked about it on a video yet. But I have things prepared for that as well. We are offering memberships on our YouTube channel. Now, you can still subscribe absolutely free, watch the videos, doesn't cost you anything. Hyping a video doesn't cost you anything. You can just say, hey, I really like this one. I want to help this channel. I want to push the video out to, and more people see it. That's great too. But now we have a membership where it highlights you on live chats. I think it highlights your comments, things like that. You're the first comments we see. I promise we're going to do better at replying to comments. And it just helps the farm grow. You are not in any way or form required to do that to be able to watch videos. But there will be some member-only perks, such as members-only lives, early access to videos, early access to new merch that's coming, and maybe the idea came from a subscriber. Maybe Zoe will personalize the cookbook for you if you're a member when we release those. Those are coming too. Zoe's cookbook is coming. She's working on it. I know she worked on it last night. All that's coming. And one of the subscribers said, hey, what if you autographed the cookbook? Well, I thought that was really funny that somebody would want Zoe's autograph. And she said, what if I actually wrote a personal message for them, or let them submit a recipe for the cookbook? Something like that. That's going to be membership perks. So if you want to be a member, it's a little join button under the video. I think in the description it says it again. It's got a couple of different places that say join. You can hit. You can be a member. We'd appreciate it, but you're certainly not required to. But we just started doing that. I actually would get questions about that kind of thing. And, well, I never really felt the need to do that. But I got a really lengthy email. It was really well written, and it really touched me that this person had watched our videos for a long time, and really wanted to do that. She's like, there's some channels out there that offer memberships that don't do members only anything. They just allow you to join the channel. And I felt like something extra needed to come out. And just by the way she described the way it made her feel to be connected to the channel through a membership, I said, you know what? I can offer it. Nobody's required to do it. So we put it out there. So if you want to be a member, that option's on there. Guys, I've got to get Zoe home, get her to feeling better. It's time for Bible study tonight. She had actually talked about the possibility of doing a live tonight, but I just don't think she's going to feel up to that. Maybe we can do one in the next couple of days, squeeze one in before our usual live on Sunday. Maybe something like that. But be watching for a video on Saturday evening. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And if you're new with us, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time at Chestnut Hills Farmstead.